Good morning, everyone. This is Shauna coming to you live from her craft room in Edmond, Oklahoma. Sorry, I'm running a little late, a little behind schedule. It is 10 o'clock, 10:05 in the morning. I'm having some technology issues. That's always fun, right? So bear with me a second. This is take 2. Okay. Can you hear me? That's always fun, right? Yeah, you can hear me. Okay, I think we're just going to leave it as this. This is probably going to be as good as we get. We're going to hope for the best. I don't want to move anything or touch anything to make it all go crazy again. So, okay. Sorry about that, guys. We are going to be making this cute and adorable Easter treat basket holder. It holds one of these Ghirardelli chocolates, little bunnies, so cute. Just a little something special for a little special someone. So these are the little bunnies. They're kind of an assortment. I think you can get them where they're just this one has caramel milk chocolate, sea salt caramel milk chocolate, and sea salt caramel dark chocolate. But I think you can just get like a package of milk chocolate ones. I'm a caramel person, so, and I will be sharing. I'm going to make a whole bunch of these. Those aren't all for me. Even though, to be honest, I could probably eat that whole thing, that whole package. Let's do some housekeeping. I'm going to put that off to the side real quick. Stampin' Up! Offers 3 levels of creativity. We do offer something for everyone. We have our kits, which are great for beginners, level 1. To be quite honest, I love our kits, so even if you're a level 3, I would say you can't go wrong with our kits. We have several different options in the kits. As far as card kits go, we have the brown box, which you can go to stampinup.com and look at exactly everything in the brown box that you get. These are all inclusive kits. They come with your adhesive, your ink, everything you need to make that project. Usually if it's cards, it's 9 cards, 3 different designs, so you make 3 of each. These are our paper pumpkin kits. They are a monthly subscription kit. So you kind of get sneak peeks on these. They want them to kind of be a surprise before they come to your door. The kits, the one that we're right now doing for February is this fluttering garden. So it actually comes with 2 stamp sets. You get a free stamp set, but it is the subscription period from February 11th through March 10th. I have seen a couple of sneak peeks. There are some hummingbird die cuts. There's a Happy Mother's Day stamp. Several different things. That kit should be a lot of fun. I just showed off the Easter kit that we got in February. So the subscription period was during the month of January, pretty much. We put that kit together last week on my Facebook Live. So if you're interested in our kits, I talk a little bit more about them in last week's video. You might want to go watch it. But they are great. They are very easy to follow the instructions. Now we also offer kits in the scrapbooking. So not only do we have card kits, we do have scrapbooking kits. They're called scrapbook workshops. So you can go online and find these as well. This is just an old birthday one that I still have. These do not have the adhesive. It just has your paper and your die cuts. So you will need adhesive to put the scrapbooking ones together. We also have our step 2, which are, or our level 2, the quick and easy options, which are the mix and match section of the catalog. These are where they have card bases and die cuts, stickers, embellishments that all coordinate. The one that's in the mini catalog right now is this great pack of Softest Spring Mix and Match puffy stickers. And they coordinate with this Easter Time Mix and Match ephemera pack. And then you can also use the Greetings for All Mix and Match ephemera pack for your sayings. And they also coordinate with the Days Like This Memories and More card pack. So these all play really nicely together. All coordinate really well together. And what I mean by mix and match is you can just take these and make several different cards using just what's in those packs. I didn't do any stamping on these cards. This is my card club for the month of March. So March 21st, if you're local, it's from 1 to 3. We will be making these 6 cards. So if you're local, if you're interested, today is the last day to sign up for this card class. Again, these 6 cards, it's $15. You can pay $15 cash and just walk away with these cards. Or if you want to put in an order with me as your demonstrator, you can put in a $15 or more order and you get the class for free. So that is the level 2 mix and match. And then level 3 is pretty much our whole catalog. Anything goes. You just pick out a stamp set that you love, some paper that you love, maybe some designer series paper, our DSP, and just let those creative juices go. You just create until your heart's content. So we do have something for everybody. We also offer a lot more than just products, craft supplies. We offer craft classes. I don't know of one that's going on right now. We just got done having one February 19th. I try to announce these so that you don't miss out on them. But just keep that in mind if you're ever looking for an online craft class. We have those. Last day, well, I shouldn't say last day. I think you have a few more days to join Stampin' Up! And get our free exclusive Stampin' Positioner tool. So I think it goes to March 2nd, but at least goes to the end of today, till the end of February. I think they've extended it a few days. So, but again, if you've ever thought about becoming a demonstrator, the time is now. If you want to get this Stampin' Positioner tool free. There's no other way to get it. You can't just go in and order it. So if you're interested in that, want more details on that, let me know. And then of course, we've got this mini catalog that goes through the end of April. You can order from it. You can order from our annual catalog. It goes through the end of April as well. But the best place so that you're not missing out on anything is our online stampinup.com. That's the only place that you're going to find the kits. That's the only place that you're going to find the online exclusives. And it's the only place that you're going to find the last chance products. So if you don't want to miss out on anything, stampinup.com is where you need to be shopping. In saying all of that, Stampin' Up! Is making some changes. I don't know if you've watched my Facebook page. We're coming out with some new ink pads. Hello, Mom. How are you? And they're going to be magnetic ink pads. If you ever use the Close to My Heart ink pads, they're similar. Very similar. We're also going to change up the way that we're doing the catalogs. Instead of having an annual catalog that goes all year long, we're going to have 3 different mini catalogs. So you're going to get new product every 4 months. So something new, something different. Stampin' Up! Said it was time to make some changes, so that's what we're doing. I try to kind of give you guys a heads up as soon as I know on anything. So, all right, let's make this cute and adorable treat box. Let me kind of clear off my desk so I can have some room. All right. So we're going to be using the Easter basket die set. That's really all you need for this treat holder. And we really only need 2 dies. So in these dies, I've been playing with these dies a lot. Hopefully you've been watching the videos. There's some Easter bunnies, some grass, some flowers, a little border for your Easter basket, a little chocolate Easter bunny, a carrot, a chickadee, some daffodils. I keep calling them dandelions. I don't know why. Daffodils. But the ones that we need is this weird little stripe. And so if you'll grab both of those. Let's do the stripes first. So I'm just going to grab me a piece of scratch paper. This is Pretty in Pink. Now the colors that we've been using a lot of are the in colors that are going away. Oh, I'm so sad, guys. We haven't really used Summer Splash, but there's Summer Splash, Shy Shamrock, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, and Peach Pie. If you guys love these colors as much as I do, they're leaving. So if you need ink refills, get ink refills. If you need anything, the blends, the ink pads, as soon as they announce that they're leaving, good Mom, I'm glad, they will be gone. They fly off the shelves in a matter of minutes. I kid you not. So don't wait or you're going to be sad. But again, Peach Pie, Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop. I love this. If you guys know, I love bright, bold colors. Shy Shamrock and Summer Splash. This color right here is almost what I have on my walls in my craft room. But we're going to take the Pretty in Pink. We are going to take the big Mamba Jamba Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I'm going to put this die right here. And I'll show you guys what this die does. Oh, I've got my, there we go. So this die, let me move this. I'll need to bring that back in here in a second, but it cuts out these little strips and several of them. Let me grab my take your pick tool. If some of these ever get stuck, there's these little holes on the back, you can just pop those out. So come on. So it cuts out all these little strips, kind of leaves you with something like that. So we need these, and I've already cut these out ahead of time. So we've got the Pretty in Pink, we've got some Peach Pie, some Shy Shamrock, and some Lemon Lolly yellow ones. Sorry, I can't pick these up very well. Okay. So we're going to kind of put those to the side. And then we're going to cut out, where you're going to take, now you could use any color, but what I've used is the crumb cake for the basket. You could make these in really soft, pretty pastel colors. You know, like the lemon lolly, the peach pie, the pretty in pink, the balmy blue. The one I'm going to take right now is the Easter basket. This piece of paper is cut down at our normal 4 1/4. It's half of a 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. So this basket is quite big. It would make some great scrapbooking pages for sure. You need 2 of those. I've already pre-cut one. Die does cut these slits in the Easter basket, and that's for you to weave these little strips through. So very fun, cute take on that die. I'm going to put these dies back up on my magnetic plate. Move that out of my way. And then we're also going to take this piece of crumb cake and we're going to cut a little piece that measures 4 wide by 3, well, 4 long, I guess, by 3 wide, however you want to look at that or say that. So let me go 4. So you can get, you know, an Easter basket off of just this half sheet, which is what us card makers always try to do. So we got 4 there, we've got 3 here. So 4 by 3 is what you need. And then we're going to, on the 3-inch side, since we're already here, we're going to score, not cut, at 1 and I can't read my own writing. How sad is that, guys? Let me look. 1 1/4 on each side. So 1, and I'm going to use it this way just because it's easier for me. So we're going to score 1 1/4, rotate it all the way around, and do 1 1/4. And what that's going to leave you with is this little 1/2 inch in the middle. Then we're going to rotate it on the 4-inch side, and we're going to score at 1 inch on each side. Rotate it all the way around, score 1 inch. Okay. This treat box goodie holder is so easy. It comes together so quick. So now you're going to cut up on each one of these 1-inch scores all the way up to that middle score line that we did first. Hopefully you guys can see that probably a little bit better than I can. So you're just cutting on that 1-inch score line up to that first score line. And now we're going to take our bone folder. I always like to cut before I burnish and fold, but it's completely up to you. It's whatever works best for you. So now we're just going to fold up and push down all those score lines, burnish it real well so that you get a nice good. You guys, this weekend is going to be so beautiful. It's going to be hard. I have a lot of work to do this weekend. I need to design for my April card class. So it will be a working weekend for me, unfortunately. But it's going to be beautiful outside. We're gonna get a taste of spring. It's gonna make me want to plant flowers. Okay, so really all that's gonna happen is your Easter basket, your box for your Easter basket. You're gonna pull those two up and then these two up. You're gonna make a little box and then you're gonna stick this on either side. That is really all there is to it. Of course, before we stick it all together, let's bring this back in. We want to weave in our paper. The easiest way is to start with your first one in the middle and just kind of put it back and forth. And then you can push it to the top. And then bring in your bottom color. This is so that was Lemon Lolly, this is Peach Pie. And again, just do it in the middle, bring it down. The hardest one is the one that goes in the middle. You will notice I've only done 3 colors. You could do a 4th. The more colors you add, the harder it is to weave. So just keep that in mind. I have destroyed a couple of Easter baskets. I've made several of these, so I'm just being honest with you, because you'll notice I even struggle with this middle one because we're trying to go opposite of what we've already gone. So the ones that we went up on before, now we're gonna go down. And I will tell you, on your Take a Pick tool, there is a little spatula side. You can use that to push it through. That helps some. So just keep your patience. It will go. It just takes a second. I will be honest, the lighter strips of paper, I think, bend a little bit more. You probably have a little bit more of a harder time with them. Whereas the darker colors, I'm guessing just the dye that's in them, you need more, so it makes the paper a little bit more sturdy, I guess. So they weave in a little bit easier. So keep that in mind. It is doable. It just takes some time. But to me, it is well worth it. But you'll see this is why we're only doing 3 strips of color instead of 4. Just because 3, I think, gives you the illusion that you're needing to give to people. Let's do this other one. It shows that, hey, you can weave this basket's cool. So I think 3 is fine, even though, again, like I said, you could put a 4th. Anybody doing anything fun today? Anybody taking this weather, taking advantage of it and going outside and doing something fun? This would be the perfect day to, if there were any like pop-up tent type things down at the Myriad Gardens. It'd be fun to do that, just to get out and enjoy the sunshine and the air. If you are, I'm so happy for you. I'm jealous. Okay, one more. Oh, come on. Let me grab this pink. Okay. It is worth it. Just keep telling yourself, it is worth it. Am I driving you crazy yet, Mom? Oops. Missed one. We're almost there. We're coming to the finish line. Excuse me. Little frog in my throat. Okay, so we did it. We got there. I didn't rip a basket. Now what you're going to do, or what I do, you don't have to. These are in here pretty tight, but you can tell that if you pull or push on them, they are movable. Excuse me, let me grab a drink. What I'm going to do is take my little paper snips and just cut off the excess. On both of those. As little pieces of paper go flying everywhere. And then I'm going to take my green capped Tombow Mono Adhesive, our multi-liquid glue. I've got it in this different bottle just to keep it from clogging up. I'm going to lift up the little pretty and pink stripes, put a little piece or little dot of glue just to hold those down. My fingers are so fat you probably can't even see what I'm doing. And again, it does not take a lot of glue. It takes just a little bit. And then the back, we'll put some glue right here. You'll see in just a second when we're constructing our box. So I'm not going to worry about gluing down these back ones. So let's bring back in our little actual box part. And I'm just going to put a little adhesive on each one of those. That's going to be the side that goes in. Kind of have to hold it there for a second because it is liquid glue. And then you're going to take and put just a little bit glue right there. Just make sure everything is squared. Hold it for a second or two. And then make sure you are on your back of your, actually, let's put the glue right here. And I can already see that my glue is getting clogged. So I'm going to take my silicone mat here. There we go. Well, I thought we went. You have to love the green capped glue. This is my struggle with it. It's a great glue, I love it. There we go. Okay, so there's one side, so let's go ahead. You want to make sure that the bottom of the basket is meeting the bottom of your box, so that when you set your box up, it sits flush and flat. So if you can see, I've just put it right there in the middle. Whoops. And this is the good thing about green glue, is you've got some scooting, you've got some time there to get it exactly where you want as far as placement goes. Oh, come on. You were working just fine. There we go. Come on, a little more. Want to get some glue. All right. I'm gonna have to work on that, I think. But I'm sure we probably have enough glue. Let me just, I've got this big glob of it right here on my silicone mat. I'm gonna just use that. There we go. Waste not, want not. Right? Okay, I've moved. I scooted my box on accident. Okay. And then you do kind of want to set it up and make sure that you're getting it to where it sits flat. So there's our little treat basket. And then for the strips of grass that I have in here, all I've done is taken those little strips that we cut. This is the Shy Shamrock. Get a whole bunch of them and just kind of line them all up on top of each other. And then if you can just kind of fold, I have glue on my fingers so everything's sticking, just back and forth. You can create your little like shred paper. And also just a trick, this that you have right here, when you cut your green one, use those pieces as well. And that'll give you some variety. Just take your scissors. Again, this would be in green, not in pink. I'm just showing you because I had already cut my green. But you can use these pieces as well. And these actually, because they're a little bit thinner, they kind of fold easier. But you would just fold it back and forth and use that as your grass. So again, waste not, want not. Use all your stuff. But that's your filler. So you're just gonna, well, I'm gonna do that here in a second. Let's go ahead and finish this. I'm gonna take a glue dot and my take your pick tool. Let me change this back over. I'm gonna roll a glue dot up on itself and just stick it between the two handles so that they come together. Like that. Sorry about my voice, guys. Goodness. And then you have options. No, but it looks very tedious. Sorry, Mom. It's really not that bad. We have some bubble bath. This is the 1/8 inch faux linen ribbon. You could tie that up there. This is the chevron ribbon in garden green. Again, it's 1/8 inches. You could use that and tie a pretty bow. Or this is the 1/4 inch balmy blue gingham ribbon. That's what I've used for this. But you're just going to take this. You want a very small ribbon bow. So again, you're just going to play with it. Get it exactly the way you want it. Grab my ribbon scissors. Again, you're going to take this, you're going to put it on top of your glue dot. Take your pick tool, take that off, and stick your ribbon right there. Now you can leave your tails long, you can leave them short, whatever you want to do. I did do a ribbon on, or a bow on each side, completely up to you. I just thought if we were decorating, I want those a little bit bigger because I want it to kind of match my other side. If we were decorating both sides of the basket with the different colors, then we might want to put a ribbon on each side of the basket. But you don't have to. It's your basket. You're designing it. You do whatever you want to do. I'm just going to line those up. They're pretty close to the same size there. And then you can just go in and cut your tails to match. Yeah, let's do... And then you're just going to take your little grass that we made, stick it on there. You only need a few little pieces, and then you're going to stick in your little chocolate bunny. And I want it to be where some of that grass kind of pops out. So, again, you can sit there and play with that all you want. Let's do another bunny for our other one. But just a very cute, easy, simple little treat holder for a coworker, for a teacher, just a grandkid, just a little something extra to make their day a little bit more special. What do you guys think? Cute? I think so. Thanks for coming and spending the last 45 minutes with me. Really 40 minutes because we kind of got off to a shaky start. We had some technology issues at the very beginning. And I'll work on those and try to get those fixed before next weekend. So sorry about this weird angle that I have. It looks like we're sliding off to the side. Something to do with this tripod thing that I have. So I'll get that, I'll fix it. All right, if you're interested in the March card class, remember today's the last day to sign up to make these wonderful 6, and I said yes, 6 cards. The reason why we're doing 6 instead of 3 is because they are using the mix and match ephemera packs in the catalog, so they're going to come together really easy, really fast. There's no stamping involved. It's just cutting some paper and laying it down. But you guys have a fabulous weekend. Enjoy that weather for me out there. And we'll see you back next weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.